Welcome back to First Take from San Francisco. It's time for DraftKings First Call Parlay. We've got 3 picks for the Super Bowl, of course. We'll start with Dan here, who has Sam Darnold passing for 2 or more touchdowns. Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to say more than that because, one, New England's red zone defense has been better, certainly in the playoffs, but it has not been a great unit over the course of the season. This is the best offense they would have played in the postseason. 2, the creativity that Seattle presents to you and the matchup problems that they present to you in the red zone is a big deal. And if you've watched this team on tape, there are throws there in the red zone area towards the back corner that I think Seattle will attack.
Stephen A. has Kenneth Walker III to get 70 or more rushing yards. Why, I say?
I think that he's a better running back than given credit for. Charbonnet is a person that a lot of people gave credit for before he went down, but Kenneth Walker is a 1,000-plus yard rusher this season, averaging 4.6 yards a carry. I think Seattle's going to look to run the football because they know that if they run the football effectively, there's really no hope for the New England Patriots in this game if they can run the football effectively. I think they know that, and I think they're going to try to take advantage of that.
I'm taking Stephon Diggs to have 40 or more receiving yards. He averaged around 60 this season for the Patriots. He's also the only receiver on this roster with extensive playoff appearances. He has 5 touchdowns over 17 career playoff games. I think he's good for at least 40, and so we should see Stephon Diggs have a big day. So to recap here, I take Stephon Diggs, you take Kenneth Walker, and you're going with Sam Darnold to have a big day. But let's focus a little bit more here on the receivers. Who is going to be more important to Sunday's outcome? Is it going to be Jackson Smith-Njigba, or is it going to be Stephon Diggs?
I say Stephon Diggs. I don't believe that New England can win the game unless Steph has a big game. If you think about it from this quarterback perspective against this Seattle defense, I think it's like a first read, second read, go game for Drake May. You don't want to hold the football against this defensive line in Seattle and this pass coverage unit in Seattle. And so when you kind of parse out how Steph's kind of production have been this year, a big part of it is Drake getting it out now to him. Under 2 seconds, he's his by far go-to guy. If he gets the ball out of his hands quickly and has some success, I've said this, I think Steph has to own the matchup against Nick Emanwari. And Emanwari's great. We'll see if he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year tonight and how healthy he is. But I think Steph has to have a big game for New England to win.
I think it's Njigba personally because I think that the weapon that he has proven to be has been nightmarish for the opposition. And I think that when you look at New England and you're thinking about their defense going up against this Seattle offense, if you neutralize this guy who led the league in receiving with 1,793 yards, you're going to think about the fact that, yes, our chance at beating these guys is to stop him. Make, a guy like Sam Darnold look at Cooper Kupp and, Shaheed and all of these other guys and make him look for them instead of this guy. Find a way to neutralize him. He caught 10 or 12 targets last week, 153 yards against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm looking at this particular stat that I'm paying attention to, Dan. From the slot to the wide out, led the NFL with 1,378 receiving yards when aligned out wide this season.
Yeah.
After leading the league with 956 receiving yards when aligned in the slot last season.
Yep.
So this guy's versatility, his level of production, the nightmarish kind of tendencies he can cause the opposition. If New England is to have a chance, you got to stop this brother. You can't let him get off because if he gets off, he opens up everything for their offense.
I feel like they're going to stop. I feel like they're going to take away the Jackson Smith-Njigba part of this whole thing. That's why I think Stephon Diggs can have a bigger game. But we'll find out about that. Let's recap our first call parlay one more time. We've got Darnold throwing for 2 or more passing touchdowns, Kenneth Walker III, 70 or more rushing yards, and then Stephon Diggs with 40 or more receiving yards. If you like these picks, we've put them into a parlay for you on DraftKings Sportsbook.